So Brian Ross caused liberals to have a bunch of highs and lows yesterday. Initially, during the day, he tweeted that Flynn would testify that Trump told him to contact the Russians during the campaign, right? So initially, obviously, all these liberals are like, yes, Trump is going to be impeached. We won. This is proof. He's gone. He's gone. And even like on The View, that Joy lady, she was reading it. She stopped their programming mid-program, brought it out. They're like, all right, everybody. And read it and was like, yeah. And everybody was clapping. She was so happy. And then later on, they had to make a correction saying that it was President-elect Trump that did it. And they're like, no. Oh no. Like, you celebrated for nothing, right? All they got was Flynn, really, and Manafort, with which a lot of people were calling for a long time. They're like, if they're going to get anybody, it's going to be these two, probably. Maybe one or two other people. But this wasn't a surprise that Flynn was nailed to the wall. But it's just the reactions from people is so hilarious. And then also the tax bill passed as well yesterday, and I'm sure a lot of people didn't expect that, and that was another crush, like another blow to them. So I almost feel bad, right? But this Brian Ross guy, I think he is only going to be suspended without pay for 4 months, and this guy should be fired, right? Like, he dramatically influenced the stock market by doing this. The stock market fell something like 300 to 400 points, and it later went up when they had to make a clarification. But still, like, now they know they can easily fuck with the markets by putting out fake news, which they've known for a long time. And anytime probably a president has a potential of being impeached, then the stock market is going to fluctuate, right? So it's not, I'm sure it's not like they just figured it out now, like I've seen some people saying. But nonetheless, like, that's kind of a little scary to see how easily your economy can be fucked just by perception, right? By fake news, etc. So that's why I think we need to move our economies kind of off of a lot of the fiat currency, etc. It needs to be less, like, more centralized, I guess, and be less prone to fluctuation like this, right? By having like a leader, because that's probably one of the problems with having a large government, is that a lot of your decisions are made by these people. So when one of them goes, or one of them comes in that's like for or against business, then people are either going to invest or won't. So if we had a government that had less of that and had less power, then possibly the markets would fluctuate less, because that individual would have much less of an impact, and it would just focus more on the people within the nation doing shit, right? They wouldn't really focus too much on the leaders, because they don't have as much power to make new regulations, to change laws, whatnot, right? So, that's why I think small government is usually the best option for things, and big government just creates a lot of issues, kind of like this. But I think this guy should probably be fired, honestly, because this guy has lied about a lot of stuff. He's lied about Saddam Hussein having like anthrax. He's said that he's tied the Tea Party to the Aurora, Colorado shooter, right? Like, this guy makes a lot of false statements, and to keep him around is pretty ridiculous. They should fire him immediately. But if you like my content, subscribe and have a good day. See ya.